We're here at the Ways and Means Committee meeting for Monday, June 2nd, 2025. It's 3:30 p.m. Okay. So let us first get a motion. I'm sorry. We have the approval of minutes for April 21st, 2025, and I need a motion for approval on that, Ms. Sharon and Mr. Danny. Okay, are there any questions, comments? Is this online? Are we voting online? I'm sorry. Yes, okay. We will be voting online, everyone. Sorry about that. Let me do it. Okay. And if there's no questions, comments, let us vote. Okay. Motion has been accepted. And now let us move on to our informational items, and starting with our collections and transactions report from our county county clerk, Rachel Parker.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You all received the report in your packet, and I have no additional information to add.
Okay, are there any comments or questions for Ms. Rachel? Okay, thank you. There are none. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And moving on to our County Election Commission, Elizabeth Gannon. Hi, good to see you.
You as well. Not much to report. We are working on our summer projects. The biggest one would be the voter registration mass mailing. So that will be going out within the next, I would say, 2 to 4 weeks. So we'll put out a press release, try to educate the public on what it is, what you're supposed to do with it if you get a card and that person doesn't live there anymore. But this is our main, one of many, but the main process for keeping our voter rolls up to date and accurate. So we're required by federal law to do this every 2 years in the odd years.
Okay. Yeah. Any questions, comments? When you mention educating the public, is that like before everything goes out, or
Yes.
while everything's going out?
Well, before the mailing goes out, we will put out a press release and post some social media updates
Great.
on what to look for. You'll be getting this in your mailbox. Here's what to do with it.
Good.
Yeah. So,
Okay. All right. There are none. Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, moving on to Supervisor of Assessments, Chad Jones. I chuckle now because we can officially say you are the assessor.
Yes, correct.
And-
I got appointed, so we can officially say that. So
Yes. Good to
we
have you.
are transitioning to the new assessor
Yes.
down in the office. So it's been going pretty good. The staff's been doing a good job. We've gotten through the bulk of the renewals for the exemptions. We like to get those kind of out of the way in the first half of the year. So in the second half of the year, we can send reminder notices out for those who haven't renewed their exemptions. So kind of finishing the entering of the exemptions in now, hopefully wrapping up questions on tax bills. Calls have been sort of winding down on that.
Go ahead.
And leading into today is the start of the board review for 2025. They're in session as of today.
Okay.
So we put the new 2025 board review rules on the website and the 2025 appeal forms on the website. So they are up as of today. And we are going to have to seat a new board review member. We think in July. We've got a candidate taking the test later this month up in DuPage County. And so if that goes well, we're hoping for his appointment in July.
Great, good, good. Are there any questions, comments for Mr. Jones? I do have one question in regards to when you're doing your review, and are you anticipating like a number of calls and then redirecting them to your website, or do you all attempt to answer as they call in?
We answer as much as we can. If at this point, we would direct them to the website if they have an issue with if they think their assessed value is too high. We would direct them to the website and the board review. Mm-hmm. So they will have a couple of months to get evidence together and turn in a board review appeal, and the board review would start having hearings this fall.
Oh, okay.
On those assessments.
Good to know. Are there any? There are none. Thank you. Okay. We will now receive a report from our treasurer, Nicole Bierke.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So as everyone knows, we are hot and heavy into our real estate tax collection. The due date is June 10th, and our first distribution will be June 17th. Mobile homes are pretty much done now. That due date was May 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So my replacement, July 14th, has been sitting with me pretty much every day.
Good.
And trying to learn as much as he can in the time that I have left here. So that's been going well.
Wonderful.
So he is here today, Brandon Martin. Most of you saw him at the county board meeting for his appointment.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Are there any questions or comments? Yeah, and I appreciate Brandon Martin. I believe most of us should have met him, but if we haven't, would you kind of stand up, Brandon? Okay, this will be our new treasurer, effective July 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Okay, and last but not least, there he is, Mike Brooks with our Veterans Assistance Commission.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Faces are starting to change here. I feel like I'm getting old. I've only been here 21. What, 27? How long was Dave here for? 20, 30? I don't know. Anyways, my report. So we had 2,032 people walk in the office so far this year, which averages out to about 406 per month. We're at 65.9 million for total money brought in for veterans. 10.3 lump sum payments to veterans, which is above last year. We're going to probably be $1 million or $2 million ahead of last year. And then one of the questions I usually get asked, how are we different from other offices? And when we have a homeless or a terminal veteran walk in, the front desk would tell Trish and I, so it's kind of flash that we know, okay, we've got to expedite this one. We had two people move from out west, but this particular veteran moved from out west, had claimed for over a year, homeless, moved here to Peoria, homeless. So I got it flashed inside the VA, message somebody higher up, and then we had a decision within 5 days.
Oh, wow.
So that's not
Great.
normal in the VA.
Yeah,
usually.
wonderful.
But that's just what we do. We reach out to our contacts. We try to expedite. Obviously, if you're homeless, he's living in a hotel, but I consider that homeless. So, he got a little bit over 4,000 back pay right away. So we're going to work on new claims, but that's how we're different. We just expedite, and then me and my staff will reach out to people inside the VA and say, hey, can you expedite this? Because terminal veterans don't have very long. And then we also we want homeless ones not to sit there for over a year.
Yes, of course.
And the VA doesn't know unless you tell them. So there is a block now on the application that asks if you're about to be homeless. So that has made it easier, but he kind of fell through the cracks. So he's good to go. That's just how we do it. And then talk about Hero of the Day at the Peoria Chiefs. I still have 8 slots open. If anybody's interested for veterans, they will go out on the field and be given a plaque, and they'll read your biography. I've been doing that for probably about 10 years now.
You're getting quite a few responses with that?
I probably sent over 1,000 veterans for 32 slots.
Yeah.
So you fall in between the generations. The younger generation is more open to go out on the field. And so, but I like to get the Vietnam veterans in first or older. because they just don't have much longer left, and they really enjoyed what they went through. So,
Great.
yeah, we still have 8 slots.
Good to know.
32 games have been filled.
Wonderful.
That's all for me.
Okay. Are there any questions, comments? Okay. I do have, in regards to when you speak of homeless, now, do you have so many homes or places of residence reserved, set aside for them, or do you
No.
actually place them somewhere?
So, well, we can't place them, but that's usually the social worker's job at the VA.
Okay.
They'll reach out to the social worker. They have the platform and then the money or the programs that will get them in. Obviously, we have Salvation Army and a few other places that will take them in. But we get them to reach out to the social workers directly, and then they have programs where they're going to go and how they can get them into places. But most of them don't know about it, especially if they move here from out of
Yeah,
state.
sure.
So he's doing much better. He's in his 80s. Because I joked with him and said, "Do you have any dependents?" And he said, "I'm 84." I'm like, I mean, a wife counts as a dependent. I wasn't asking about children, but
Always ask.
it was fun. But no, that's so yeah. You go
Sure.
to the VA.
Good to know. Are there any other questions, comments? There are none. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let us move on to our resolutions, and we do have a one monthly delinquent resolution for the list for May 2025 with 4 items. And can I get a motion to bring that to the table? Matt Wendish and Michelle Marsha. Thank you. Okay, are there any questions, comments? Yay. Wait a minute, let's get to that place and prepare to vote. If we can, if I can get there. Mine's not coming up yet. Just one moment, please. Okay. So you guys, if there are no other questions, comments, let's vote. Okay, the vote is unanimous with a yes. Thank you. Now moving on, any public comments? Yes.
Sorry, I forgot one thing on my report. I went to the IACO conference mid-May, and there was probably about 70 treasurers there. And out of those 70, I would say less than 10 had already had their tax bills out. So a lot of them were still in the assessor's office or the county clerk's office. So I want to give a big shout out to our county clerk and our supervisor of assessments for making me look so good this last couple of years and getting the tax bills out on time, especially this year. So I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, hey. Peoria County, hey. Thank you. Any other public comments? How about miscellaneous?
I would just like to thank Vice Chairman Williams for giving up her parking spot to help me out in my health issues. Thank you.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you, Chairman Williams. Okay, and if there are no other miscellaneous public comments, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.